Hi, brothers and sisters. Today is June 28th, 2021. So, brothers and sisters, I'm going to give you that dream that Jesus gave me this morning. So, brothers and sisters, in this dream that he gave me, I seen how it was people, like these people, and it kind of looked like other companies or businesses. They had a part in this. So they were passing out candles, and lamps and food and water and stuff like that. So as I was walking around, I was able to see this stuff. And I was only able to see it because somehow in that dream, I believe, I'm going to say I lost my twins. They weren't lost, but they must have wandered off or something. And my twins in that dream was about 7 years old. So I had to go and look for them. So as I was looking for them, I seen these people, like y'all, they were passing out food, candles, lamps, like those older lamps that you put the kerosene in or something. And then, oh yeah, and they were passing out medicine. So people were there, and y'all, they made it look like it was fun, whatever they were doing. So the people would come. So that's what had got my attention. So I had walked over there with my two little twins at that time. Well, I should say in the dream. So, brothers and sisters, yesterday, God had led me by the leading of his Holy Spirit to the book of Joel. And y'all, I don't think I ever really read the book of Joel like that. Or probably I don't think at all. But I listened to the whole book of Joel. And y'all, it was so many things in there that some of those things that I had experienced, I was like, what in the world? So, but I'll have to do a video on that later. But right now, it's this part right here. What stuck out to me really strong was Joel chapter 2. And I'm going to read what got my attention. It says, "Sound the trumpet in Jerusalem. Raise the alarm on the holy mountain. Let everyone tremble in fear, because the day of the Lord is upon us. It is a day of darkness and gloom, a day of thick clouds and deep blackness. Suddenly, like dawn spreading across the mountains, a great and mighty army appears. Nothing like it has been seen before or will ever be seen again." So, like I said, y'all, when I read this, it was so many things that stuck out to me, but I can't even put them all on here right now. I just got to deal with this dream that God gave me. And then he also quickened into my spirit the other dream he had gave me back in 2000, I believe it was 17 or 18. Y'all, I'm not for sure. But I do remember I had this dream, brothers and sisters, and it looked gray. It looked gray outside, like just black and gray. And I remember as I was walking through the streets, I seen a lot of broken bridges. Like I knew as I was walking around, something had happened. Like I knew something had happened. I just didn't know at that very moment because I was just walking around. And I was seeing all these different things, y'all. They were torn up as if an earthquake or something had happened. And even in the dream, like I had a sense in my spirit that I knew exactly where this place was. And so as I was walking around, y'all, I was watching and looking at people, and I don't know if they could see me or not, some people, but either that, y'all, or they were just zoned out. Like they looked depressed. They looked like they had no emotion, no nothing. Just straight faced it. And I could pick up all the stuff they were feeling inside of them. And so as I was walking, y'all, I remember I ended up going into this diner. And I don't know what it is about these diners. It's like an old school diner. And when I went in there, I noticed once again, I did not have no money on me. I didn't have nothing on me. Like nothing except what I had on me. And I don't even know what I had on me. But it was this girl that was in there. And like I had a supernatural divine knowing that this girl, she was this lady, I should say, she was pregnant, and she looked like she might have been in her 20s, maybe late 20s or like middle 20s, and she was pregnant, and she also had a little kid, and she was behind 3 months on her rent. And I thought it was touching because this lady offered to buy my food. Because I went to the diner and I called myself ordering, and come to find out I didn't have no money on me. And that's when, because she was behind me. She was right behind me in line. And she paid for my stuff. And y'all, when I got that understanding, that knowing, like I was so touched by that. And so she must have went home because I knew in that dream she only stayed down the street. So her friend came back with her because she wanted to see who food she paid for. And then on top of that, she wanted to know if this person was worth her paying that money when she was behind in her rent 3 months. So her friend looked at me and she said, she's worth it. And I'm like, okay. y'all don't even know what's running through my head. But so yeah, y'all, God had quickened that dream back into my spirit. And like I said, it kind of reminds me of this Joel chapter 2 verses 1 through 2. Wow. Verses 1 and 2. So like I said, in the dream this morning, y'all, they were passing out candles, kerosene lamps, food, medicine, and something else, but they made it seem like some type of fun thing. So I don't know, brothers and sisters. I'm just giving you what he gave me. So anyway, I love you all. Y'all be blessed. Brothers and sisters, if you are lukewarm, get on fire for God. And also follow his two greatest commandments. Love God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and love your neighbor as you love yourself. So, brothers and sisters, I remember God telling me that he was going to use me to bring his people out of bondage. And I told y'all before, I didn't know about none of that stuff. You know, I just didn't understand why God allowed me to, because y'all, my life before God came and did a work in me, I always did good to people. Always. I respected people. I still respect people. I just knew I was different, put it like that. I knew I was way different, and I knew in my spirit, even when I was younger, like I had to do something that was real important. Like I kept feeling that feeling, and y'all, I would go from job to job because that's how strong that feeling was in me. And I never found it at none of these jobs that I had. So, brothers and sisters, when God started allowing people to watch me fall, y'all, I was and at first I was embarrassed. Like, people would not believe how I fell. And they wouldn't believe it. So, but I remember God telling me, he said he wanted it that way. Everybody, he said, that watched me fall,